How's everyone going? Welcome back to another Kermish 998 railway review video. Once again, as we can see, we're back on the desk, hopefully with the newest sort of setup thing, hopefully with the working microphone, and the DSLR is filming for this one again. I think this is how we shot last time. I haven't filmed a review in a bit again, but you may have realised that this video, I say that all this, but this video has actually been overtaken by a lot of videos due to what it is. So something a little bit different this time. It's actually not a locomotive for once. It's those. So yeah, let's just try to get some sort of focus first, because the only issue is because it is a DSLR, there is a lot more focusing issues. So we're looking at some. I'm just going to move some stuff out of the way because this is actually quite big. So we're looking at the Hattons Special Edition Railhead Treatment train. So this is obviously not a locomotive, it's Wagons rolling stock, which is something a bit different. It's one of their newer releases on the Hattons brand. It's also not mine, again. It's one of Sonic Buster's again, so another review of his. I'm doing quite a lot of his stuff of his because I just haven't had anything of interest come up for me, because I only do Victorian now, which is unfortunate. But yeah, so we're going to get into these. So the train, I'm quite rusty on my British knowledgement as well, so that's going to be another interesting problem with this particular video, is with the history part. I don't know what I'm going to say. I might just babble a bit. So yeah, so we've got 3 packs technically. I don't know how well that's going to focus, but I'm going to keep it as far away from the camera so you can see this the label. It's the H4RHTT006. That's what this the single. What's this one? Water wagon, single water wagon, which is going to be for the work with, not this one, this is the Sandite, with pack number 005, and then we have 004, which is the Sandite, which this will be paired by itself. So all these are in for a couple of replacement as well. They're going to be put over to KD number 20s on each end, but they're going to be kept semi-permanently attached, sort of thing. So we need to make a pick of which one to go first. I think we might go with number order, so we're just going to move the water jet cars away, and we'll firstly open up the Sandite. So Sandite, so it comes in a very, very nice looking box. Honestly, I do quite like this. It's something a little bit different. Also, I don't usually do train wagon packs. The last wagon pack I did was pretty much when the channel first opened, actually. The railroad container wagons, not container wagons, oil tankers. So been quite a bit of time. So and now the videos are so different that I can't really, yeah. So looking into the pack already, I don't know if you can tell, but there's already a little bit of damage by postage. 2 of the buffers came off on the bottom wagon. So let's pop her out. So it's just a slide out of a case. There's nothing on the back, so I'll just take both of them out and we can put the box away. Nice design of box though. So this is the one that's just partly damaged, so we'll get the top one opened up first. Not going to open up every single one, we'll just might just open up the 2 bigger packs, the 2 bigger packs, and then we'll run the then when I'm doing the close-up shots, we'll have them together. And something just fell out the back, so pack it out. Again, nice quality. Box is actually quite decent quality against the compare quite well with a lot of others. So we get a little accessories pack, which you probably can't see a thing. We've got the permanent couplers to stop buffer lock, which is a good little thing. It keeps the distance away from the wagons, which might, depending how well they work, might get them fitted under the order. And some detail brake hose pipes. Great. I really dislike putting those on. So this is a plastic covering tray. I think you just pop the cover off, come straight off, and so we have the wagon itself in the center. So we'll take that out first. Someone's going to tell me that I've just taken out wrong. This is the weathered edition, so all these are the weathered models, which is why they're such high models. So it's basically a container flat sort of thing. I bet you someone's also going to tell me off for the fact I just called it a container flat. So we'll just pop it down. Wow, it's nice. So we've got one of the water tanks, I think they were called. Yeah, water tanks in the very... Oh god, this is what I get for using a DSLR. I have to watch this screen quite well, don't I? Just trying to make sure that she's still in focus. Yeah, so it's got network rail on the start. You would get a proper close-up with the video camera, because the video camera is too better at close-ups than the DSLR is. So we'll just pop it onto there. I'll just try to anyways. There we go. Second one is... I think they said this is a power generator. Pretty sure this is a power generator. See that power gen? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a power generator, unless it's yeah. Again, someone may need to confirm that for me. I have little to no idea what I'm talking about. So going on very well onto the wagon though, which is weird. It might be in the wrong configuration, so who knows. Take out the final one, which is a lot of packaging. A lot of packaging on this. Which is, I think, so look, this is, yes, this is the Sandite. So this is basically the sand the liquid sand which is used to drop on, used to be dropped on the tracks, so they can go to that place. So there we go. That's one of the 2 wagons from this pack now built up, which is actually very nice. And first to deal with so bit which just came off. Going to quickly just get all this packed up, and then we can go into the second. We'll quickly open up the second one. Right, second box. Let's get this done a little bit quicker this time, because I noticed I was stalling for time because I'm not really sure what the heck I'm doing. But now I have a little bit of an idea. There's the box top again. So this will complete the Sandite section of the train. Again, I'm taking this out the worst possible way because I have no idea how I'm meant to get it out of this plastic tray. I'm just assuming this is the way you're meant to set everything onto the thing, because just feel like it. So this is also the one with the broken couplers. Sorry, not couplers. Whoa, that doesn't like focus. The what are they called? Buffers. So that's a little packaging defect that I will have to deal with just before they properly get tested and we get the close-ups and stuff of it. So yeah, the water tank again. All these will be glued on when we're finished with them. So that's the plan, anyways. And the water tank one goes there, so we can put all the packaging away again. So gonna go and get the other box open, and we'll talk a little bit more about that one. So that's the 2 Sandite models now now taken out of the box. Honestly, they look quite nice, especially in their weathered form. So let's pack this up, get the Sandites. Righto, back up again with the next pack, which is the Sandite pack. Sandite. No, sorry, that was the Sandite pack sitting up the back. The Water Jets pack. So this is pack number 5. Pop off the shell. So the Sandite. Why do I keep on calling it Sandite? Water jet. So in the differences between the Sandite and the water jets, the Sandite has these little basically sandbox sort of wagons, while the water jets have more water tanks, and that includes for the other the extra one, yeah, which is more water tanks again, which is to aid for some places which need extra more water. Jeez, they're actually quite weighty. They actually have quite a decent bit of weight. I think this is all cast. This feels like an all cast metal frame, so it's very, very nicely built. They're nice and strong. They definitely will stay on the tracks well. So again, here's the water tank. Same water tanks like per last time. So exactly the same. We've got the generator in the second panel. Well, at least I've heard them as generator. I'm not 100% sure if they're generators, but I've heard them being named as generators, so I assume they're generators. Again, correct me if I am wrong. That's carriage 1 of the Sandite done. Let's get casing away. That will be the bottom box. We can chuck that away for a bit, and so just slide that along. So we can tell the differences between the Sandite and the thingy already, so that's all good. And let's get this one out. A little bit of metal which is dangly about here, so I don't know what that's meant to be connected to, but definitely not connected to what it should be connected to. Again, the models must from its transition all the way from America? No, that's wrong. From Britain to Australia, we have a feeling that the box has obviously been thrown around a bit, which has caused some decent damage to some of the stuff. There was a few other stuff in that pack as well, and I've seen the damage that's done to the boxes of those. So yeah, not too good of a job with the actually getting the stuff here this time, so in one piece anyways. So yeah, hopefully the audio is working quite well as well, because it's all on auto. The audio is all on auto, but I am using a microphone, same microphone that I use usually for the fireworks show. So you guys probably have a bit of an idea what that's like, because yeah, you can see it's a Rode VideoMic Go, so hopefully it works a bit better. I've now just stacked the packaging. Well, whoops. So that's all 4 of the wagons done. So I'm going to get the last one out off camera, and then I'll set the trains up in base in there what they are, and we'll do a nice spin on the table just to have a nice good close up with the video camera. See you all in a moment. Right guys, we're now on the desk. So as we can see, we are now having a nice close up. The camera, the light is directly on top of it. You might be able to hear some whining from my computer, but oh well. So yeah. So we've got the train set up in its 2 formations of currently on the left side we have the water set, I forgot what they call it already, and then on the right we have the Sandite. So on first appearance they are actually really nice, very heavily detailed. These are wagons, so they do roll. Yeah, it actually looks really nice. I don't know if I can compare it with the real ones from the photos and stuff I've seen. It looks accurate, very accurate. Weathering is nice and clean. The only thing is they mark very easily. So that's a problem I've had with it already. So yeah. So I guess I should probably speak a little bit about them. So these are network rail maintenance trains for whenever for basically rail maintenance sort of work. Not really properly rail cleaning is more the correct term. So the Sandite train wagons over there, they're used for putting a layer of Sandite, which is a sort of a liquidy sort of mixture with gluey sort of mixture, which is mixed with sand, which is applied onto the tracks so that trains can stop properly. It's usually whenever there's leaves or oil being left on the line, on the railway lines or something like that. On the right we have the water jet wagons, which are obviously just for washing out the tracks and probably the line side at this rate. So as we can see, the water jets, we've got all 3 out here, which is mainly for extra running, just to have the extra so that it depends on areas where there's less water available, so they have to bring in extra water just to do the maintenance trains. So yeah, they usually operate in a push-pull formation, so a diesel on each end, or else every so often they'll operate them as a single engine on one end, so which is on more modern times they usually like to run a single. But so yeah, they're all marked with network rail because they are network rail wagons, and then hired out to other companies to do the works. I have just realised I've been knocking the camera ever so slightly. Sorry about that. I didn't realise. I could not tell that because I'm sitting on the side, as you can tell by the audio coming from one side of the camera. So yeah, you can see that there's one that's slightly more weathered in the centre of this set here as well. So yeah, they're very nice. So I think we may as well go and zoom into the detail. I'm going to split this once again. I'm going to split them up and just cover one set and then a couple of the other sets. Right, well that was a fail because I forgot about the fact the battery was low. But anyhow, just continue from where I left on. The only issue I have is the fact that they might be a bit long for the layout curves, but I guess we'll deal with that problem when it comes to it. So here we are with the water jet set. So as we can see the crispy detail of them. Just going to zoom her right in. Most of the details on the front beam hasn't been added yet. So you can see that the hole slots are for adding them. We can see that the sensor generator has nice little handrails on them. They seem semi-strong from when I was moving around it before. I think they are metal. Don't quote me, but I think they feel metal, so durable. Very nicely molded, these models. This is honestly a very nice model. Need to put the quality of model railways up quite a bit. So honestly, not much more I can say. They are very, very nice to look at. So now onto the Sandite set. So zooming in again, we can see the standard, the same power unit as per the other set, and then the Sandite wagons, which again is very, very nicely detailed. You can see all the little grilling that goes down the side of it. So it looks very, very nice. Probably looks a lot like the real one. Probably, as I say, I haven't seen one in real life. I have nothing to properly straight to compare it to. So once again, very, very nice model. I would like to note as another feature, which I completely forgot to talk about at the start, is they are fitted with standard NEM couplers, meaning that these couplers can be taken straight out of the socket, the pockets, and any coupler that you want to can be fitted into it nice and easily. So nice and simple with that. Yeah. So it's a very nice pair. So let's get these couplers quickly swapped over, and let's jump over to the layout and take a look at. Well, let's have a look at some running shots of them, because it's not like there's really much we can do. So yeah. So see you all at the layout. Right now we're finally back on the layout. As we can see, one of them has already been set up because there's a few too many to set up. So we've got the last two, which is from the number 4 set. I can't remember what it was again. Sandite. So again, just going to put them onto the inside loop. Going to keep the trains divided for now. We might do a run later on with all of them. Actually, I might run them all first together, split them up, and then run them by myself after. So 66 is just underneath the camera, since it's not really a video of it. So there's no point to actually put it on. So let's go and get her to pick up the Sandites. Nicely hooked up. And that happened. I think what just happened there is the couplers actually hanging quite low, which is not ideal. I will have to get this. That's something I will be dealing with later on. Wow, they're actually quite heavy. Right, so that's the full lot of 5, and the 66 is struggling. So there we go. So we might go for a loop or two with yes, that was warned. Might not be able to do that after all, because I've just realised something. There is quite a bad run of buffer lock when you use KDs, so we might not be able to run them as 2 sets. We might have to run them as 1. So, and it derails underneath the camera. So that's a great thing. I'm going to shift some stuff around. I'm going to get that one, the water onto the second loop, and the Sandite will be the first one to be tested. So I'm just going to switch some stuff around, and hopefully it doesn't crash again. and with that everything's been swapped around. So little thing which I've realised with them is now had to add the bar between the two Sandite wagons, because they have a lot of issues with buffer lock. With the couplers are actually quite close to each other, so yeah, that's a little bit of a issue with them. That might be why they need them. Possibly having less tight curves would also help it, but yeah, so that's a little bit of an issue which I've been having. So we're gonna get this first lot running, and then the second lot we might not be able to, possibly might be able to, if I feel like I'm dinging all the couplers, because one of the couplers literally just fell off. So I could do it. I probably will do it actually, but we won't run them together. So let's get the 66 rolling, and let's get some nice shots of them just rolling past with those wagons. I think that's enough of a run with the Sandites, so let's do a little shunt again. Let's move the Sandites out of the way, and let's bring out the waters. Hopefully this time they'll work. Hopefully, I really do hope that. So yeah, so the coupling to they don't like being close coupled basically, because they have a lot of buffer lock, which is a problem with gangways apparently. But yeah, so let's do I don't know how I'm going to do this, because there's going to be a lot of running around with hands and stuff, because just trying to shunt the two when really work together. So let's move the 66 out of the way. At this point, let's flick the sets over. So that's the set swapped around, although we have a lower hanging coupler on the other end of the train, so we're going to make it a little bit different. We're going to run the other way this time with the water jet wagons. So let's bring the 66 in after doing the loop on by itself. There we go. Alright, I think we should be all good, fingers crossed. Hopefully we'll get a full loop out of them at least. And well, here we go, 66. Let's have a look at how these wagons roll. Right, so I think that's probably might be enough of a run. So hopefully that's so yeah, they seem quite nice. Hopefully that's enough of a coverage of them without me knowing much about them. Seeing I don't usually do wagon reviews as well, it's a little bit different trying to talk about a wagon. So yeah, so we're just gonna bring her up to the camera. yeah, what do you think? They're not too bad, are they? They are very nice models. Well, after all their flaw issues with the buffer lock, but that's probably because of my layout being a bit too tight for them. Even though they did say it's for second radius, but oh well. But yeah, so they're not bad at all. They're very, very nicely detailed. They've been, in terms of detail, they're very well put together. So yeah, they're not too bad at all. My ratings will come out in the end as usual. You will notice the ratings are slightly different for this video as well, because it has to, seeing that it's wagons, not a locomotive. So how do I test performance, or how do I test locomotive detail on that? So yeah, I hope you guys have somewhat enjoyed this slightly different video, slightly different. If there's anything you guys would recommend, chuck it down below. So I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more commercial railway reviews. I will see you all next time. Goodbye.